you got to be able to ask what you want, and if they don't give it to you, you got to be able to walk away. And when people sense that you're not going to compromise, like realistically, you know what I'm saying? Like there are some things you got to compromise in life, right? But if you're not going to compromise about what you want, people are more willing to give it when they sense you're not willing to compromise. But when they can sense a tint of compromise in your voice, in your face, in your expression, people will jump on that and take advantage of it and test it. If they see weakness, they'll test it, they'll poke at it. And if it's true weakness, you're going to react instantly, right? This is why conflict resolution is important. Conflict resolution comes with both parties qualifying themselves to you. And if you cannot have a healthy conflict with the person you're with, you cannot grow together. You cannot grow in attraction, because it is these conflict and these compromises on both sides that makes people bond together over time. Because conflict is what brings people together. Like when things are bad, conflict is a perfect thing to bring people together, because the reconciliation always brings people together more. But when couples don't go through those process of fighting, reconciliation in a healthy way, if they're unhealthy, the fighting will deteriorate the relationship. And that means they both need to work on, one or both need to work on communication skills. But that's the thing. Natural conflict builds attraction. Natural conflict builds trust. Natural conflict releases oxytocin, releases the bonding hormones, and it makes people fall in love. This is why too much conflict tends to create this a little bit too much, right? You can't do this too much, and that's why controlling your emotions is so important, right? But this is what I have to say, man. There's don't be afraid to push people away, right? Like I said, we all had those moments when we push people away and the opposite happened. Like we thought they were really confident, we thought that they would walk away, and then we notice they come back, and it kind of surprises us. Honestly, it really does surprise us. And the reason why it surprises us is because we just don't understand human nature completely. We have a misunderstanding of human nature, which says that most people are confident, and we take the appearance for reality, but push them away and see what happens. All of a sudden, you're gonna see this facade of confidence crumbling down, completely crumbling down, and it's gonna shock you. But it shouldn't. You should understand that this is part of nature, because you also do it. You're also putting up a front. Most people are putting up a front of confidence. Why? Because it's beneficial, right? But sometimes when it comes to relationships, you like someone, you have to be willing to sometimes put down that front, right? It's just human nature. If you're not willing to put down that confident front and your ego is too strong, you want them to compromise, you want them to qualify themselves, but you don't want to do the same, it's not going to work out. And if you're noticing you're with someone that wants you to that wants you to see their point of view, but they can't do the same, you can't. This is not going to work out. It's just they're a shitty partner. Walk away. All right. And for me, I talk to a lot of clients, and it's surprising how many clients come to me because their partners push them away. Right? They want to win them back over. And that's the thing. When a group rejects you, it doesn't make you feel more confident. It makes you, when somebody pushes you away, they take something from you. They take your confidence. They take your self-esteem. And so what happens is that you start to literally trying to win them over so that you could take back this illusory self-esteem. And that's why when people get rejected by certain groups, they tend to get obsessed by winning them over, by showing them off that they were wrong, right? And that's human nature, right? Because we don't like knowing that some people don't like us, because we secretly don't like ourselves. We secretly have low self-esteem. So when somebody expresses that they don't want us, it secretly confirms to us our self-opinion. People have a need to belong, and if you push them away, they feel ostracized. And naturally, humans, when they get pushed away, they don't walk away. They come back and try to win them over. When people are together, even one-on-one, it's almost like a tribe of two. And you rejecting them makes them feel like they're being rejected by the tribe. And humans naturally feel a sense of panic and a sense of desperation when they feel rejected by people who they feel like they belong to. And so what tends to happen, they go crazy. They start acting animalistic. They lose patience. They lose their rationale. They start acting crazy. And what will happen is that it'll give you the ability to set standards, especially if they messed up, right? You gotta understand, people have low self-esteem. Don't buy into what they show you. People have more low self-esteem than they appear. And so that's why we get aggressive in trying to get their validation, so that you could not think that, if that makes any sense, or prove that you're not that. And this extra aggression will cause them to be super romantic, will cause them to freaking bring a mariachi band to play instruments for you, will cause them to do things that they wouldn't do before. I mean, they give you absolute power when they are in that desperate mode. But the thing is, you got to be careful, because you don't want to take advantage of that. You know, that's them being weak, and not in a bad way, right? They're being vulnerable. And the issue that I have with this is that some people will use this to really hurt people. And that's problematic, because they're getting people in a vulnerable state, not to open up and connect with them, but to take advantage of them. And I believe in karma, but that really doesn't fix it. What fixes it is developing a relationship with yourself, developing a meditation practice. And when I say a relationship with yourself, I mean a connection with yourself. Your mind is always in your head and never in your body. How do I know? Feel your feet. How do your feet feel? You felt there, right? Were you feeling your feet a few minutes before? No, you weren't, because you were in your head. When I mean a connection with your body, I mean, when I say feel your feet, you would have said, I already felt it because I was connected to it. Feel your ears. I already felt it because I was aware of the feeling. There's a lot of sensations happening that your mind doesn't register, because you're not connected to your body. You have no self-love. Self-love is having the awareness of the sensations of the body. And this brings a unity between you and your mind, and brings you peace. And this peace is love, self-love. There's no conflict, there's no fighting. There's just tranquility on the inside, selflessness. And this radiates from within. People sense that when you're genuinely at peace with yourself, you know? And that's why developing a meditation practice will allow you to do this, and will allow you to also to be on the receiving end and not be so egoic, if that makes any sense, right? To be pushed away and react to it, not from a pattern of the past, but based on the situation, right? If they're pushing you away because you're doing something bad and that's real and they're being genuine, you're gonna go after them and say, hey, I apologize. But if they're pushing you away because they're being irrational and an asshole, you're gonna say, fuck this motherfucker, I'm walking away, you know? Anyways, and that's how you do it, man. If you guys want to learn how to develop a meditation practice, click in the description down below and purchase my course, Emotional Mastery. There, I teach you guys how to develop a meditation practice, and I'll see you guys later. All right, if you guys enjoy these videos about stoicism, dating, relationships, self-help, moving up in life, I would recommend you guys check out some of my courses that I have for sale. These courses are courses for men and women. For example, Nice Girl, Nice Guy is a course about how to become more assertive. Natural Chemistry is a course for women that I have on how to develop strong relationships. Dark Game is a controversial course that I have for guys on how to attract women in their life and keep it. It's not as dark as it seems, but we do talk about some dark psychology in here. Psychological Game of Attraction is a course that we made for women who are single. And as you see, we have a course about how to develop charisma. Emotional Mastery, which is a course about how to develop a meditation practice and how to improve your emotional life, to become more resilient, to not let rejection hit you so hard, to be able to bounce back from failure. I have a course called Nice Guy, which is a course for guys who are single and guys who want to be able to develop more assertiveness training, right? Most of these courses come at $99. And there you can also purchase the bundle where you guys can purchase all of the courses in one go at a discounted rate, right? We have a bundle for women and a bundle for men. So click in the description down below to check them out. You can browse around and see the courses that you like. And if you don't like them, you guys can ask for a 30-day money-back guarantee, and I'll give you guys the money back, okay? And in fact, we actually have a new one for women right now we're developing. It's called The Feminine Woman. So if you're a woman watching, this course is specifically to help women become more feminine, to embrace their feminine while embracing their masculine energy. And I'm actually going to make a course for that, like that for men, which is called the Masculine Man, which is a course on how to develop masculinity and develop masculine energy, to attract women in your life, to attract business success in your life, to be able to be better socializing, to read people better. It's truly an all-around course. So if you guys want to check out those courses, click on the description down below where it says purchase the courses, and I'll see you guys inside. Bye-bye.